From leaving fans in a complete emotional wreck with one video, to sharing some exciting news about the show's premiere, here's how Outlander star Sam Heughan left his fans in tears after an emotional video ahead of Season 7. The show will be premiering its 7th season in the summer of 2023, and even though we won't be saying goodbye to our favorite characters just yet, Sam Heughan had us reaching for the tissues in a new video he shared. From a marketing perspective, the video was shared to promote the show, but as a fan, I can tell you that its true purpose was to play with our emotions. With the 7th season coming to our screens in June, everyone's holding their breath until we see our favorite lovers reunited. Of course, there are going to be a lot of obstacles in their way, but if they can overcome that and be with each other, everything will be perfectly fine. Speaking of being with each other, let me tell you a bit about the video.
Everyone was getting pretty emotional about it,
Yeah.
and I think it's going to be a huge change in our lives, but also really sad to say goodbye to this amazing journey.
With Season 7 being released in less than a month, everyone is super excited to finally see the Frasers reunite. For some reason, Sam thought it would be a good idea to give the fans a bit of a sneak peek. The actor plays Jamie Fraser on the show, and in the video, his character is seen moving in slow-mo towards the love of his life, Claire, played by Katrina Belf. The two are running towards each other in the middle of a battlefield, where the American flag and the Union Jack are prominent. How romantic is that? It's clear that they are stuck in the mess of the American Revolution. The intense expressions on both of their faces, with people battling in the background. Even this little clip is enough to get you hooked. The actor teased his fans in the caption, saying, "Are you even ready?" After seeing this small clip, I don't think anything can prepare us for what lies ahead. So, yes, Sam, you might be right about this one. The video also had an intense narration. It started with them both screaming their names, and then Claire asked, "Do you want to fight?" To this, Jamie responded, "Aye, but not for the ideal of freedom or liberty." He even said that he didn't care for the losing side. Of course, why would he when he's only got eyes for Claire? In the video, the Highlander also said that he wanted to fight for his wife and their family. The narration ended just as the two held hands in the clip, with Claire saying, "If that isn't an ideal, then I don't know what is." This dialogue should be enough to give all the writers a raise. It perfectly shows their relationship and the bond the couple shares.
Ideal of freedom or liberty. Not for the sake of being on the winning side, but for you.
On top of this, they knew just where to hit the fans. And guess what? They succeeded. Fans were quick to share their thoughts in the comment sections. And I don't need to tell you that most of them were super overwhelmed. That little clip had that effect on everyone. No one can get enough of the two's chemistry, and a fan even pointed it out by saying there is no better connection between two people in any movie or TV show ever. Another commented, "This is going to be an epic season." They also said, "The trailer alone gives me goosebumps. I suppose we need a lot of tissues." Yeah, I second the opinion on tissues. If you're going to be watching the next season, you might as well have a pack of Kleenex nearby. One fan also said, "Starting to think I am not ready." That seems to be a common sentiment nowadays. We might not know much about the specifics, but it's going to be one heck of an emotional ride. Did you know that the 7th season will be a 2-part affair? That's right, we'll be getting the first part on the 26th of June. It's set to have 8 episodes, and the story will be based on the book An Echo in the Bone by Diana Gabaldon. Things will be picked up from where they left off. At the end of Season 6, we see Claire accused of murdering Tom Christie's daughter, Malva. If Jamie doesn't intervene, then chances are that she'll be wrongfully convicted, resulting in her being hanged. Things are definitely going to get intense, since that's the only direction the trailer has been pointing in all along. Ian and Jamie would be needed at the front lines, Claire would be coming face to face with a noose, there'll be a fire at the ridge, Brianna's baby will be born, and of course, a father-son reunion was also promised. You heard that right. Jamie and his son William will also meet each other on the battlefield as suggested by the teasers. Things seem all set for the premiere, which is making fans sadder and sadder. I know the series isn't ending just yet. We do have the second part of Season 7, which will also have 8 episodes. And after that, one last season will be released with 10 episodes. Technically speaking, fans still have loads of content to go through, but that's hardly going to calm anyone down. Being one day closer to the release means that it's a day closer to the end. What's interesting here is that fans have come up with a creative solution. Some are actually suggesting that the Frasers should forget everything and start all over again. One fan shared this solution, saying that the author could be inspired to write another book, but this time, both Claire and Jamie would travel through time and forget each other. That's right. It was suggested that they could go to another century where they'll be very young and have no memories of their past. But here's where things get interesting. Flashes would remind them of their past life, and the two would be able to go on new adventures. That sounds a bit too good to be true. But hey, with all these spin-offs coming, you never know. Maybe Starz will be on board with this, but right now, the team's just got too much on their plate. Especially with all the marketing campaigns for Season 7 going on. If you want to see what's going on, then all you need to do is tune into their behind-the-scenes tour. But be warned, they're not going to give away the plot here. It's just the cast being wholesome together and talking about the show. Katrina and Sam do talk about their characters here and give some hints about what's coming next. According to Sam, Claire's salvation comes in the form of someone very unexpected. Okay, that just increases the suspense. Katrina is sure that this is the best season since the first one, which is saying something, because Season 1 had us hooked from the first episode. The actor said that the show opened the world out an awful lot, and that it was really epic and expansive. I guess we'll just have to take her word for it. Sam also opened up about his character's struggles on the show, saying that he was in a really tough situation. After all, he was fighting against his friends and family. That tends to have a negative influence on a guy. That's enough about the story. Here's some good news that the actor shared about the series. Sam took over the Starz Instagram account to let the Outlander family know they had a festival to get ready for. On the 20th of April, 2023, he announced that the first half of the 7th season would premiere at the Tribeca Film and Television Festival in June. How awesome is that? Oh, and the same goes for Season 8. This just makes everything even more fascinating. Let's face it, we were already going to have loads of fanfare on June 16th. But getting to celebrate the first episode at such an amazing event, that just made everything 10 times better. It's good that fans have something to look forward to, considering the fact that the second part of the 7th season will be released in 2024. I guess everyone will have to make the most of the premiere. After the screening, the event will have a question and answer session. This will be attended by Sam Heughan, Katrina Belf, Sophie Skelton, and Richard Rankin. All they need to announce is that the event will be streamed. That would be enough to send fans to Cloud 9. Who knows? It might be enough to get our minds off of the Droughtlander heading our way. On that note, from sharing some exciting news about the show's premiere to leaving fans in a complete emotional wreck, that's everything on how Sam Heughan got us super emotional.